Hello, everyone. I didn't announce my live, but when I woke up this morning, I just felt the need to come on and have this discussion. So, what I would like to cover is how you are your own creator, to remind you of that, to share two universal laws that kind of go with this, and also to talk about magic and how your life is magical. So, one thing that's extremely important. Now, a lot of these videos I repeat because I have new followers or you forget. And I'm going to remind you that you are your own creator. So when you wake up in the morning, what should you do? Should you think about all the negative things that happened yesterday? No. If you have a job to go to, a relationship you have issues with, anything that you don't like, an illness that's bothering you, a boyfriend that's not calling you, or whatever, should you focus on that? No, no, no. What is the best thing to say as soon as you wake up? Say, I am all that I am, and all that I am is love. And then say, I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. And repeat these sayings over and over and over again to lift your vibration. And you need to remember to not go on the outside of yourself, because going outside of yourself only creates more problems. That's all it does. So you can think about all the negative things that go on in your life, and you're attracting all the negative energy that comes from all over the world. I mean, you could be positive. Whether you feel it or not, you need to feel it by changing your thoughts. So repeating affirmations. I am happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. Until you feel happy. Because you will. Please remember that the world you live in is an illusion. And it's an illusion because in truth, you are happy. You are joyful. You are peaceful. You are harmonious. And you are love. But remember that this world was taken over by the Greys or whoever. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that everything you worry about, everything you stress about, everything that concerns you is only programming that you received for the last thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So it takes time to change that programming. But, trust me, I've been through hell and back myself. I've been depressed, I've been miserable, I've been all of that stuff. But I've always counted on my guides to help me through. Guides send other people to help me. And I have experienced everything. So I know what you experience. But it's not up to me to go, oh, I feel sorry for you. Poor you. That's not how it's going to change for you. You need to know that you can change your life in a second. You are a powerful, powerful creator. And if you want health, create it. If you want friendships, create it. You do it. You are the only person responsible for yourself and no one else. And when you go through serious hard times, these are choices that you chose before you came here. Now, I don't know why you don't want to believe that. So many people just love the drama. And then you don't have anyone to blame but yourself. If you could just see the situation for what it is, that you chose to deal with this karmic situation because you knew you could handle it. And you also need to know that there's love energy and fear energy. And if you think of all the negatives, then you're only attracting negative energy. And this negative energy is very strong, just as strong as the love energy. So tap into that instead. Now I have a poem that my guides want me to read to you. It's called Release Your Pain to Be Reborn. Now, it's out of my book, God's Messages of Truth. And it was based on a picture. So the first sentence, when I'm talking about a site, it's talking about a photo that is not in the book. What a beautiful sight to see. And all you need to do is think of what is beautiful. To me, it's nature. So I'm sure it was a nature picture. Focusing on this sets me free. Into a zone I used to fear, still releasing painful fears. Sometimes others are your catalyst. A flower, nature, a twin flame, not to resist. No matter how painful it seems, once it's released, you step into your dreams. Old-time baggage disappears, way far into the atmosphere. A release like no other brings peace inside of you. When your time is right, it will happen to each one of you. Cry a river, feels like a storm, but when all is said, you are reborn. And this is so true. Hi, Susie from England. Oh, Catherine, my book is on Amazon. You can go to Amazon.com and search the name of the book, God's Messages of Truth, and it'll come up. It's my poetry book. It looks like this. And you can give yourself messages like I give all of you messages just by closing your eyes, opening it up. And this is what comes up, Catherine, so maybe this is for you. So I'll read it. Release others' negativity. A beautiful trellis illuminates our path of love and light which will last. Surrounded by love in nature's throes, to rid you of heartache and woe. It's necessary to rid yourself of anyone who brings you down, has energy that chokes your every breath. To be healed and free, releasing others' negativity, releasing others' negative energy. Make the decision to cut those ties, to be uplifted into the skies, to soar with eagle eyes. It opens your heart, as you will see, bringing in all of love's energy. It heals you like no other, better than any feeling, opens your heart, keeps you reeling, makes you feel alive, releases all fears, masks, and disguise. Walk in the glory of you, live everlasting truth. Be love, breathe, be you. So, if you want anything, you create it. And know that you can create it because this is our destiny. We've been kept from all of these other things. So please remember that. I wanted to read, two universal laws. I'm almost done with the laws, but I decided just to go over the ones that really pertain to you. One is the law of self-worth. I mean, think about everything. It's a law. It's if you could just know that you've been puppets, you've been controlled, you've been lied to. If you just know that everything that's negative has only been about the money, anything that you fear, just get rid of it because it's not real. Fear is false evidence appearing real. Now, I was at the gym today, and why they decide to show the news makes me just want to throw up. I mean, talking about bombs, and who cares? It's not your concern, because first of all, the only reason why this stuff is on the news is to bring you in fear. When you become fearful of watching all this garbage, then they win. Is that what you want? Do you want them to win? I don't think so. Do you want to live in your natural state of love, peace, and harmony? Then all you need to do is focus on that. Nothing negative. Nothing. I mean, you can actually change your body just by your thoughts. You can be fat if you say you're fat, and you can be skinny if you say you're skinny. I mean, you can do anything with your mind. Anything, anything, anything. So anyway, here's Law 41 is the law of self-worth. You can only attract to you that which you feel worthy of. Your self-esteem is critical to your happiness and success. You are not what you have, and you are not what you do. I am me and you are you, but we are one, so we are all together in this. So actually, I am me and you are me. Beneath your fear of programming, you are perfect. You are an enlightened soul, fully self-actualized, and a living example of unconditional love. It is only lifetimes of fear programming that are keeping you from acknowledging who you really are. The more you let go of fear, the higher your self-esteem and the options you will have, and the more risks you can take. The better you like yourself, the better others will like you, and the more worthy you will feel. Do you feel that? I mean, it's not that I live in some la-la land. No, I live in truth. Because I live in truth, no one can hurt me. No one upsets me. Nothing that goes on around me even phases me. And when I feel down, if the energies are strong or something, I just go to sleep, take a nap, say positive affirmations, and snap myself right out of it. Because you can do that. Just as much as how horrible you feel, you can change it and feel great. It's up to you. Your choice. You don't need to live in drama. Oh, and Catherine, I read your post about your knee, and I have a lot of friends who have that issue with bone on bone, but you don't need a surgery to take care of that. You need to Google new technologies, because there's injections you can get. There's so many other things you can do. I would stay away from surgery. I just don't believe in that anymore. I don't think we need to cut ourselves up. That's a whole medical thing. None of us are sick. So heal yourself and find the injections that you can put in your knee. I have a lot of friends who are doing it. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that to you, Catherine. So, how is my life magical? I have been on a road of learning and growing. I analyze everything and figure it out, besides all the messages that I receive, to know that everything is a lie. Everything is a plan from the evil forces. I mean, when the school district 5 years ago was laying all these teachers off or giving them layoff notices for June, and they were all freaking out, I was told that there was a plan, and the school district was putting it together. So I went home that day and turned on the news, and every time my guides give me a message, it's always on the news as soon as I go home. It doesn't matter when I go home. The power is not here. The power is not here. The power is not here. No one here has any power. You are your own creator, and you do not fall for anybody else who tries to control you. So I turn on the news, and lo and behold, the school district goes, oh my goodness, we just came across some money we didn't even know we had. Whatever. You always knew you had it. Well, we can actually reinstate everyone that's gotten a layoff notice. But what we need you to do is sign here on the dotted line that you will lower our insurance plan. You will not take the original plan. You will take one that will save us so much money. Blah, blah, BS. That was their plan. So put this bigger, okay? This is what the school district did. I'm going to send out notices to everybody and freak everybody out and let them think they're not going to have a job. And why does anybody work anyway? What is all the crime about anyway? It's about money. Seriously. No one does what they love to do because of money. Everybody works in jobs they hate because of money. You know, and then you got all of these issues with the cost of living, and it's so all erroneous, okay? So if you don't want to live this life anymore, then don't. You don't have to. You don't have to wait for anything, because you can create yourself anything you want. You can create yourself a house in the most expensive area like I did and not pay the price. Because there's no power here. There's no power here. There's no power here. So I told you before, and I've posted these photos of the starships. They're not UFOs. They're starships. They're the Galactic Federation of Light. And let me tell you, I wish I could share that with you, what I see, but I can't. They won't allow it. The pictures that I've taken in the past just look like circles. But, I mean, I just sit here amazed at these ships that are outside my house. They follow me everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, they're there. They know when I'm in my car. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, and they know. They know everything. And they're spreading light energy all over this planet. And they're not just doing it here in my neighborhood. They're doing it everywhere. So if you look outside and you look in the sky, and you see a bright star that has lights coming from the side of it, you know, not just a circle, but the light comes up and through the side of it, and stare at it, you will know that that is a galactic starship. And I have developed my third eye, so I can see them in the ship. And I can stand there and stare at them, and I can feel their energy. I can't even tell you how powerful the energy is. And my twin is there, and I talk to him all the time. And if I see any negative energy in my place, I just call on him, and it's gone. So you don't have to have a twin in a starship. Because trust me, if it was up to me, I am manifesting his body to be right here. But or me there. I mean, I'm already there, multidimensional. I'm there, but I don't have the memory of it. So I'm manifesting that too. If it happens, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, there have been times where the ship will move. Like it'll be far off in the distance. I come out at night, I see it, and I go, I'm here, and they already know I'm here, but I just say it anyway. And I always send them love, and then it moves closer to me, and then I look up, and it's way high up, but it's more above me high up instead of way out in the distance. And they're spreading light all over me, and I can feel the energy tingling all over my body. So it's just magical. And then I see the fairies or the elemental kingdom or whatever you want to call them. They're here spreading peace, joy, and love and harmony. And they talk to me and they move. And I have a plant that's not real in my living room. And at nighttime, it's a phony ficus tree is what it is. I don't know if I can show it to you. Oh, there it is. See that tree right there? Well, at nighttime, when I have the light on, you can see the leaves on the wall, reflection. But when I look at the leaves, they're moving like the wind is blowing through them. They're not moving, but they're moving. Does that make sense? It's magical. And then I take pictures all the time of myself. And I take pictures of me because of all the entities and the animals and the reptiles, like snakes, that are on my body. And my sunglasses, when I'm outside, they reflect. I look inside my glasses, and there's bears or angels or freaky looking things sometimes, just because they want to play with you, and they don't scare me. They're all about love. And the higher your vibration, the more you can see. And so stay away from negativity. Don't fall into it. Don't let them win. We are ascending. And that means that this place eventually will be our heaven. And people that have passed over, I do need to bring this up too. They are not somewhere. They're like right here, because I see them. And I do want to tell you that the more you miss them and mourn them and cry over them, you don't help them at all. You upset them. And I don't think that's what you really want to do. So just know that we are all one. And your past relatives are still around. They see you, they talk to you, they'll come to you in dreams, play with you. And when you think about them, just think about them in loving ways. And if you want to talk to them, call them. I mean, all I have to do is bring it up and they're there, because that's how it is. We live in magic. The world is magic. You can create whatever. You can go on the news, you can go on the internet, and you can see the cost of the living is just phenomenal. California has gotten to be the most ridiculous place in the world. I mean, to the point where I wouldn't even mind going to Europe or something, or maybe moving to a South American country. But, my guides always take care of me. I always get a place that's affordable because they're in charge. That's why you follow your intuition and your higher self. Yes, Catherine, I see you for almost 3 weeks. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to you. I know it wasn't great. But I'm glad that you see lights around me. And that you talk to everybody, because really just focus on that and find if I find those injections, I'll send them to you. But I mean, like right now on the internet, I mean, just totally off the knee thing, but if you want to like get rid of your stomach, do you know that they have some kind of a freeze machine that they rub your stomach with frozen ice that's in a machine that breaks up the fat in your body? I just heard about that. That was just like, wow, amazing. So remember, illness is not real. And all of that stuff, you can heal yourself. So, you know, I was told I needed back surgery, not to bend over, not to do any exercises, not to do this, not to do that. And do you know there was a time when I was in my 30s that there was a time I couldn't walk for 3 weeks. The pain was excruciating. I'm 30 years older than that. And I go to the gym, I lift weights, I walk, I do what I want. I don't fall into the medical field. I don't trust them. But there are doctors out there who are enlightened. And then all you do is ask your guides or your higher self to connect you with someone who's enlightened. And that's how you find them. You can have whatever you want. Ask to receive. Ask to receive. And then be open to your guidance. Now, I've been seeing a medical intuitive who's says, you know, IBS isn't real, because, you know, I have IBS, but he's healing it with, I call it medicine, because, you know, you got to pay for it, whatever, but if you look at the ingredients, everything is fruit and vegetables, so you can heal your body with fruit and vegetables. Just follow your gut, do what feels right. Say positive affirmations and quit whining over your childhood, because everybody's had a bad childhood. But so what? You chose it. Take responsibility. Put your pants on. You can do this. You chose to come here during the hardest time ever. So remember that. Remember that, oh, so-and-so's in my life because I chose them to come in my life to learn this lesson, and figure out what your lesson is and then let it go. You know, I have no issue disowning my family. People in my family have no issue with it at all, because they chose me, and if they hate me, they haven't figured out what their issue is. If they're evil towards me, if they're negative, if they create disharmony with me, then I don't need them in my life. And I just bless them and let them go. I don't dislike anyone. I forgive everybody. I love everybody. I send everybody peace and love, because they are you. So everybody is you. So they're just fractured is all. And they'll awaken when it's their time. You can't make people awaken. Trust me, I wish I could. I wish I could just wake everybody up. Just wake up. But you know, I do this because I care. I'm very empathetic. I have a lot of feelings. You know, I know how it feels, but I'll be the last person who will say, poor you, because I will never do that. You know, when my father was alive and he had some illness nobody could figure out, he was in the hospital and everyone's going, oh, you poor thing. And I'm like, snap out of it. I found some teas that'll cure your illness. You know, and it did. I looked it up on the internet. And, but you know, he wasn't into that stuff. He just figured it was a coincidence. Nothing's a coincidence. So, what is my point? My point is that life is beautiful, life is love, life is harmony, and how do we start our day? We start our day with affirmations. We say positive things to ourselves. If negativity enters your mind, just change your thought. Sometimes I play games. I mean, you can get wrapped up in a game that you forgot you were even mad about something. Take a walk, smell the air. Oh, the air smells so good. The flowers, the roses, the trees, the birds. I wish you could hear the birds. You know, I'm going to turn this around so you can see the view that I have. If you can see it, I don't know. You see, I put in what I wanted, and then it's created for me. So remember, not every single thing that you ask for you get right away. You can actually manifest things to come within 5 minutes. It doesn't even take 24 hours anymore. If it takes a while, there's 2 reasons. Either it hasn't appeared yet because you're not a vibrational match to receive it. And to be a vibrational match to receive it, you need to have your vibration lifted by being peaceful and happy. The other reason is it's not ready for you to have it yet. It hasn't been created. So, I got a car, and I might have brought this up, but it just reminded me that I just woke up, and my higher self said, it's time for you to go out and buy your car today. And I wasn't even looking. I mean, I've had my previous car for 13 years. I don't need to get a new car like some people do every 5 months or every 3 years or whatever. I keep my cars for a long time. And anyway, all the time I was driving that car, I always said what I would like my next car to have. You know? And I wanted safety features. I wanted all kinds of things. I think I might have brought this up before. But it wasn't until a month ago that I figured out why they picked this particular car for me. Because this car was built to my specifications. This is the second time that's happened. It's crazy. The first time it happened, I didn't make the connection. The first time I was married, so this was a long time ago, and I wanted a Toyota, but I wanted a 2-door Toyota, and Toyota didn't make a 2-door. And so, 2 years later, bam, out came that 2-door Toyota. It was amazing, absolutely amazing, and then I bought that one. But this car has the safety features that I needed. I wanted an SUV that drove like a sports car, and this one does. It's a Mazda CX-5. If you're looking for an awesome SUV, I suggest you get it. It has warnings when there's someone in your blind spot. It lets you know when you can and cannot change lanes. That's my biggest deal. I have distance problems. I can't tell how far or close anybody is. So now that I have a car that does it for me. And it has traction control for the rain. And it even gets better gas mileage. And it's erroneous to think that if you get a new car, your insurance goes way up, because mine went up $5. That's it. So anyway, I don't want to go on anymore. I just wanted to stop by, uplift everyone, and remind you to stay positive. Don't worry about your future. Forget about your past. Don't beat yourself up or say you made a mistake or you spent too long doing such and such. No, because time isn't real. and be in love, peace, harmony, and find that magic. Start taking photos outside and get yourself in touch with the other kingdom like I did. And then you'll see them in your shower like I do. They're so cute. And they superimpose, like it could be a deer, and then it could be a man, and then a woman, and then it could be like a cartoon figure. And then they're talking. They're so adorable. They really are. And take selfies, and then widen out your photo and look, really look, and see what's on your body. I'll bet you've got elementals all over your body like I do, and you don't even know it. You just have to know that they're there, and you have to look for them, and they'll show up. Trust me, they will. So I hope you all have a fabulous day, and that you all stay focused on love, loving yourself first, doing for yourself first. You are all that's important. Nobody else is, because everyone reflects you. Bye. Yes. Just looking at everyone's comments here. Don't do the shot, Catherine. No, because the shot for your knee from the doctor will only create more problems. My medical intuitive told me that. Don't do that. There are pain management with what is it? Magnetic therapy that releases pain. It's wonderful. It's something new that's come out. There's certain people that do that, and then there's injections from other doctors to build up the cartilage in your knee. So that can happen too. Okay, and you can focus and don't pay attention to you have bone on bone. Pay attention to building the cartilage back in your knee, like I have in my back. It works. Trust me, it works. You can do whatever you want with your mind. Anything negative, you create that too. So only think positive things, and look into your future, how you want to feel, by saying that that's how you feel right this second. That's how you create it into your future. I am pain-free. Every day I feel joy, happiness, and peace. And, whatever it is that you want, thank your higher self for already bringing it to you, so your higher self will bring it to you. Just don't say what you don't have. Don't say how bad you feel. Just don't do any of that, because you create more of it, okay? So that's my other point. Okay. Blowing kisses and my healing energy. You know what? It's all intention. All I have to do is intend to do it, and you have it. And you can do that for yourself. You just intend to feel better, and you will. That's it. I am not human. Pain is not real. I have no pain. Archangel Raphael, please put your emerald green healing all over my pain, wherever it is, my toe, my back, my head, my neck, my knee, my stomach, and heal it, because pain is not real. Bye.